Hello everyone and welcome to Kota for the American Grand Prix here in PSF1. It's round 9 and it's crunch time. It's that time of the season now. We've really got to start getting the points in, even though we've already got that huge lead at the top of the table. So we're just waiting for the lights to go out on the grid now. My teammate all the way down at the back leaping. He's been struggling a little bit, but hopefully he can get a good result today. So 5 red lights. Get the revs building, off we go. Sean gets a shocking start and we're already in front going into turn 1. Probably take too much of a tight line here because it really does compromise my line and my exit, but we actually get the nose of the car in front and manage to cut him off around the outside, and we're into the lead. And now lap 4, he's been looking for moves, and I really should have defended the inside here. This is where the race sort of goes away from me, slips away from me in that sense. It gives us a little bit of a nudge here going through the S's as he comes back onto the racing line. I thought the car was gone there, but thankfully we managed to lift and save the car. And then at the end of the midway through lap 5, we're actually still in his DRS, still in his slipstream. He locks up here into the hairpin at turn 12, I think that is, turn 11. He goes defensive, which is just helping us now close that gap down to basically nothing now. He defends the inside into this tricky left-hander, coming into the triple apex right-hander now towards the end of the lap, but we just struggle to keep with him. Just able to take so much more speed with that clean air that he's got. He hasn't got any dirty air in front. And then it was really until the pit stops that we got close again, but even then, as you see here, we come into the pits, put on the, I believe it was the soft tyres. In the end, there you go, soft tyres going on. No hold up in the pit lane, all looking good. We've got Sean who actually gets a little bit of a gap here, but this is what really changes the race, is that you've got Samurai there that pulls out behind Sean, and Frisky that pulls out in front of me, who we catch in the next lap through the S's here. Just gets a horrible run. He's got dead tyres, and he's going to try defend the move into this next corner at turn 10. He goes deep. We get the cut back easy as you like. Not sure what he was doing there, just turning left continuously. But yeah, there you go, P5 at this point in the race. And then obviously we go and pick off Samurai fairly quickly as well, who's actually in front of Frisky at this point, which you don't often see. Frisky's pretty quick, to be fair to him. But as you can see, we catch him in the next lap. He has an awful run through the S's here, just goes wide through turns, I think it was 6 and 7. And then coming up through turns 8 and 9, just gets all out of shape, and we're right up his gearbox. We've got nowhere to go at this stage, and he actually pulls to the right, which helped us massively. So we go up the inside of him into turn 10. I believe we had DRS there as well, so we just go flying up the road and trying to get Sean, but we can't. And now we're defending from Dougie. Goes for an optimistic move up the inside, pushes me a little bit wide there, so I've got to now try and get back at him. But this is where the race really started to get fun for myself and Dougie as well. He both thoroughly enjoyed this battle. Again, another opportunistic move up the inside, where I thought there wasn't a gap, but there was, and he gets the inside for the triple right-hander here. And we just can't, at the moment, the setup just wasn't quite right. The front tyres were dying a lot more than they should have been, so we were really struggling for grip at this stage. As you see, they just get the run on the outside of the final corner. He blocks us on the inside, so we can't make the cutback happen. We'll try have another go into turn 1, but he's going to defend the inside. As you see, we actually come over to the inside to take an even tighter line, but he's still there. And we're just continuously fighting corner after corner, and it's only really now through the S's that he actually gets a clear run and actually starts to get away. But yeah, fair play to Dougie there. Plenty of space, and we were in a party together, so we were able to, give each other calls of where each other were, and it was a really good race actually. It was one of the best battles I've had in a while. Tend to just go flying off up the front or sit behind Sean. As you can see there, he gets a poor run coming out of turn 9, and we have to brake. We have nowhere to go. But yeah, down into turn 10 now. We're still following him. Of course, we've got DRS now coming down the big straight, approaching well over 200 miles an hour once we get the DRS open, and 8th gear initiated. And again, he's going to try and defend the inside.
Where you going, Dougie?
At this point, he thinks we're going right to the inside. Comes back to the outside now, and this is where we're going to be able to get the cut back here. And again, he just turns into us a little bit there. Nothing wrong with that though, but I think it was a bit of lag as well, to be honest. He tries to go defensive, and this is around the outside, trying to get the job done, but he's got less speed, so we're going to carry more speed into the triple right-hander. And he tries to go defensive through here. And as you can see there, just hugging the apex as best we can into turn, I believe this is turn 19 now. He gets a poor run. We're up the inside into the final corner, and we go up the inside nice and easy. And I'm not quite sure what happened with Dougie there, but there was some sort of desync or something where he had lag or whatever, because he lost his front wing. Then it's to defend for his life for 4th place. But yeah, that was that really for us. The last 8 laps was just chugging round, making sure we didn't pick up time penalties, and pick up the 18 points, which allows Sean to close the gap by 7. But the gap was so big before this race that it doesn't actually really matter. So we'll see you next week in Hungary. It's going to be an interesting race there. It's a wet race, I believe, so we'll put the highlights of that one up as soon as I can. For now, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.